that. And our opponents are very shrewd because they've chosen an issue that they know we're not very popular on. And that's why, Bill, we have to be very vigorous in insisting that this is not about contraception. It's about religious freedom. And I don't want to judge people, but I think there would be a drift in the administration that this is a good issue. And if we can divide the Catholic community, because it's already divided, and if one can caricature the bishops as being hopelessly out of touch, these bullies who are trying to achieve judicially and legislatively what they've been unable to achieve because their moral integrity has been compromised recently, there's that force out there trying to caricature us, all right? But we can't back down from this fight because it's about religious freedom. It's close to the very heart of what the democratic enterprise that we know and love as the United States of America is all about.
Does the Catholic Church want to be a player in American politics?
Yeah, the Catholic Church wants its people to be a player in American politics. All right, 28% of the population of the United States are Catholics. Okay, and the Catholic Church, through them, you bet, wants to have a say in the direction of our beloved country. To think that there's a Berlin Wall between one's religious convictions and one's political activity is crazy. It's ludicrous. It's not only non-Catholic, non-Christian, non-biblical, it's also un-American. Because you're a better historian than I am, Bill. You know that every great movement in American history has been driven by people of religious conviction. And if we duct tape the churches, I'm just not talking about the Catholic Church, if we duct tape the role of religion and the churches and morally convinced people in the marketplace, that's going to lead to a huge deficit, a huge void, and there are many people who want to fill it up, namely a new religion called secularism, okay, which would be as doctrinaire and would consider itself as infallible as they caricature the other religions doing. So to see that morally driven, religiously convinced people want to exercise their political responsibility, I think that is not only at the heart of biblical religion, it's at the heart of the American enterprise.
And they are concerned. But will the White House's health care mandate cost President Obama the Catholic vote, which he won last time? Joins us right now, Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr.
How are you? Well, you know, the White House press secretary talks about a balance. There is no balance. It's 0 for religious liberty, 100% for a pure political calculation to drive up the Democratic base for an election in 2012. What's happened here is that there's been an edict by the United States of America through the White House, through Kathleen Sebelius, that says to the Catholic Church and to others, listen, we're really not concerned about your religious belief. We'll give you another year to get in line. You get in line by August 2013, and you provide sterilization, you provide abortifacients, meaning drugs like morning after pills that many in the Catholic faith believe kill the fetus. And so the Catholic faith says, as a matter of teaching, as a matter of faith, as a matter of dogma, we can't accept this.
Right.
And you can't ask us to choose between adherence to an unconstitutional, illegal law and our obedience to God. And the White House has said, well, you know, we'll work out the balance. Well, there is no balance, and I believe it's a stark constitutional violation, and it's going to be played out in the court.
You know, Peter, it's interesting because there's a liberal columnist in the Washington Post by the name of E.J. Dionne.
Smart guy.
What he said is that the White House has utterly botched this. Quote, he says the issue, quote, is they have thrown the progressive Catholic allies under the bus because
it's going to affect the Catholic vote. Obama won the Catholic vote in 2008. Based upon this, you think it's very difficult. And what you're going to see now, you've heard it from bishops in Phoenix, in Green Bay, in Cincinnati, and Archbishop Dolan, Cardinal Designate Dolan, in New York. Let's hear what he had to say in terms of speaking out against this provision.
All right.
This shouldn't happen in a land where free exercise of religion ranks first in the Bill of Rights. How about letting our elected leaders know that we want religious liberty and rights of conscience restored and the administration's mandate rescinded?